Hey everyone, it's Carl Hovelson here, and along with the panel, we got Dr. Herman, we got Paul Gressel, we got Rob Gehring, and of course myself. And what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about how to set up a blog, how to syndicate it out. There's a lot of people that I guess are maybe struggling a little bit with this, and I've been blogging for 10 years, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some of my tricks with you guys on what to do and what I see in the template of real crucial parts that need to be filled in that a lot of people are not filling in. Okay, so we're going to cover basically going right from the beginning and then all the way through, and then we'll take questions from the panel, obviously. If there's anything you guys want to add in or if you have questions on, feel free to stop me, okay? Even if I'm in the middle of something, just say, hey, wait 1 second, then, because this is a learning thing. I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to understand. Sometimes I can chatter on, and I may, go a little bit over somebody's head. So that's why I like to have people on the panel, so you guys can kind of keep me in line, right? And so that I don't miss anything or re-explain something if I missed it, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm just going to start sharing my screen here. I'm going to go over and show everyone where we're going to start with. Actually, I'm going to go straight to the Empower Back Office. Okay, right at the Empower Back Office. As you come in, you're going to come to this. Now, if you haven't finished your 4 steps, you obviously got to complete those steps, okay? But what we're going to be talking about is step 4, where you have write your first blog post now, okay? So when you click on that, I can't actually show you that because I've already filled it in, but it'll actually bring you to a screen where you're going to put in your name, or not your name, but the name of your blog you're going to have, that sort of thing. You're going to name your blog, and then what's going to happen, it's going to bring you over to CLAT2, okay? Now, on CLAT2, you're going to come right to this dashboard. It's going to look just like this. And some of you may have premium, some of you may just have the basic. So what I'm going to be covering is just the basic part here. I may show you a couple of premium things, and that would come with the CLAT2 Premium, and I'll explain those plugins if I'm going to use those today. It all depends on how things go, and if people want to know more, then of course I'll get into more things. Okay? But basically what I'm going to be showing you here now is I've already set up my site for the Get Money template, which is the default that everybody goes to, okay? Now, the first thing you want to do before you go in and start to write your blog, we want to make sure that everything is set on your blog, okay? So there is some pre-settings that you should do before you go and write your first blog post, because the last thing you want to do is be writing your post and then publishing it and finding out that you're still missing components on your site that you may have missed out on. Okay, so I just want to make sure that we go in and we look at a few of these things that are in here. One being the SEO settings. Okay, SEO settings are pretty important. Right here, when you come in, you're going to have a default image, which will just say CLAT2 blog. Now, what you can do is you can upload an image. Now you can see here I have like my own image I uploaded that talks about the blogs and stuff like that. You could have something very similar to this. You could have your picture on there with maybe a saying or something, or you could have a snapshot of your blog as the default picture. The reason I'm saying that is you want to stand out different from everybody else, okay? You want to make sure that when someone goes in and views your blog, because these pictures here, this picture here is the default picture that will show up on social media if you haven't actually created the description picture in there, and I'll go into that when we get into the post, okay? But this is like your default picture. You should always have a default picture here that's all about you, okay, or something to do with what you're doing. Here I have this picture here. This may change for me too. I may end up changing that, maybe personalizing a little bit more to myself than to this, but this is what my blog's all about, so that's why I've got that on there, okay? And then of course you want to have a title. Like the title of my site is Live Life on Your Terms, and I've got helping others live their life their way, okay? So you want to have a short little thing in there. The other important thing is that what I recommend is you take the title and the description that you did here, and you put it in for your SEO settings, okay? The SEO settings are very, very important, okay? You want to make sure that you always have SEO settings in there, because that just enhances your chances of getting more traffic off the search engines. Because the search engine spiders look for this kind of detailed info, okay? The other thing that I have is I've got a standard set of keywords that I use over and above the keywords that I use in my blog posts, and I'll show you how to use that in the blog. But I can provide you with these standard keywords that I use to help give me more, I guess, more search quality to my blogs. Now, of course, I got my name in here. You would replace that with your name, obviously. You always want to make sure, and this is real important, you want to make sure that your name is always a keyword in everything that you do. Because even though you're not an authority when you're first starting out, when you're blogging every day, like Empower Network tells you to do, which is very important, by the way, and you need to be consistent on that, okay? No excuses on that. Everybody has at least 5 to 10 minutes a day that they can go and do a blog on. So I don't take any excuses from myself or my team, and neither should you, okay? So you get out there, and the more that you have blog posts going out there, the more authority that you start to draw. And what happens is people will start to search by your name. When they start seeing more and more of you out there, they'll start searching your name. And when that happens, okay, big things start to happen. Let me just give you an example, okay? Okay. Now, what happens is like, you see this, and I could go for pages and pages and pages, and it's everything in every post that I've done, okay? That's what they're going to come up. And when they start seeing this, they're going to go, oh, this guy is really active, okay? And that's what's going to make them more enticed to go and work with you than anybody else that's out there, okay? That's why consistency is so powerful out there on the internet when you're doing your blog posting and that. And the blogging is the best way to ever get any information out. Anybody who is not blogging today in any business, in my opinion, they have rocks in their head. They got to get with the current way things are going, and they've got to be doing that if they want to be on top. You know, Michael Martin and Alex Zubrev and John Oakes talk about this in our team trainings all the time. They talk about how powerful it is. I mean, look at Michael Martin with Twitter. I mean, the guy is posting probably 10, 12 times a day on Twitter, and is constantly making 5 to 10 sales a day just off Twitter alone. Okay, and it's all because he's built his authority up, because he's mass marketing himself, not necessarily the company, but himself. Okay, and that's what we're doing in Empower Network. We're not just marketing Empower Network, we're marketing our brand, us. So what you want to do in every kind of blog that you have, regardless of what it is, like the Get Money blog is an awesome blog, okay? When I bring up mine here, okay, this is my Get Money blog, okay? So when I type in my URL in here, it's going to come up, and it's loading slow for some reason. Just give me a sec. I should have had it preloaded. You guys are seeing all this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's good, man.
I'm not sure why. Okay, so, this is where they're going to land. And this is an attractive page. I actually love this page. This is the best page these guys have ever come out with, in my opinion. Okay? And it gets them, see, it forces interaction right away. Okay? And that's what I love about this. And, where it is this is actually a capture page and a blog page all in one. That's what I love about it, because down here is where you got to go to get to the blog, right? But you're forcing engagement with the people when you have a site like this. So this is what is so important about making sure everything, because when they type in blog or blogging or iPass or David Wood or Chris Jones, it's going to come back to this, okay? because everything that they type in is going to be linked to your blog, and they're going to come back to this page. Okay, I hope this is all making sense to everybody. Okay, so now let's look at a few other things, and don't forget, you don't have to worry about sitemap at the bottom here. Just make sure that you save the changes. Every time you do something, make sure you save the changes. Otherwise, you're going to go back and do it all over again. Okay, so this is just one thing I wanted to make sure that you get down and you do this. Okay, you got to be doing your domain mapping. It's very, very vital to your business to do that. And you know, you can go, and here's a trick for you guys if you guys don't know about this. GoDaddy has all kinds of coupons that are out there. And you can go to a place on a site called fatwallet.com and get a domain for like 99 cents. Okay? So what you need to do is go there, get that 99-cent domain, and then just go into the tutorials right here. Okay? Go under domain tutorials and set up the mapping. Okay, it's very easy to do. It's very, very simple. Okay, and you just go into the second one here to do the domain mapping. This is the video you want to use right here. Okay, so you go in and you set up that domain mapping to go to a URL. Now, here's another thing I'm going to share with you that's very, very important. Okay, when you're going and choosing a domain, do not make it to the company, okay? Like, don't make like, I don't know, Empower Blog or something like that. You want to, every time you create a domain, the domains that you create should be branding yourself. Work with, you know, Carl.com, work with, you know, Rob.com or Paul.com or something like that. You want to be branding to yourself. It's so important that you do that. You know, my tagline is live life on your terms. I have a site like that. livelifeonyourterms.info is mine. .com was taken, you know. But I have carlholson.com. I got work with Carl H. I've got success with Carl. Everything is around me. Because what you want to do, folks, is you want to brand the company to you, not you to the company. Okay, does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Because now, when that happens, you become a heavy authority out there. People see that everything is all cycled around you. Okay? And that's real important that you do that. Okay, let's go into the post. Okay, so I can get in and show you what we need to be doing. I've already created a draft here, so what we're going to do is I'm going to actually go through and show you everything that I do with this, with the exception of a video. I put a video in everything, but I'm not going to cut a video over on here. Okay, so I've pre-created a post here. I just got to grab my links, and I'm going to show you another trick that you need to be doing with the blogs if you haven't been told this now. So let me just get the iPass up and get to my marketing links. Okay, now what I do with my pictures, I don't do the capture page on my pictures. I do the sales page. Okay, so what I do is I go into these pictures. I'm going to set that to the left. I'll go custom URL. I'll type my link in here. Okay, but here's the key. Okay, what you need to add is ampersand add equals, and then you could call it, you know, I just do blog for mine, or if I've got a different blog, like this is my second blog with them, I'll go live life. Okay, so I know that anybody that comes off here that signs up in here, I know they came from this blog. Okay, if you've got, maybe you want to do the blog post, maybe you know, the blog post is a specific name, right? So what I would do is I'd go to the title, and I could do add equals work or hard work, something like that. So you know it's coming specifically from that blog post. Okay, this is just a part of the tracking that you can do within your blog. Okay, make sense?
Yes. Good.
Okay. So here I'm going to do this. So you know, I might just go and change this myself, actually, and hard work to show you guys in here, and I'll do that with the other picture too, just so I can keep everything congruent with what I'm talking about. And we'll shrink this up a little bit. Now, the other thing that's real important is actually putting pictures in your posts. Okay, pictures are very, very important. I always make sure I have 2 to 3 pictures in my post and 1 video. Okay. Now here's the real cool thing about putting videos in your blog posts. Everything is social media. YouTube is social media. Okay. The one thing that maybe a lot of people don't realize is that social media in general is microblogging. Okay, you probably heard that term. But every time you do a post, anything that you write in Facebook or Twitter or anything, that's a microblog post. And this is what gets things like Facebook and Twitter to rank so high on the search engines. Because what's happening is they're ranking because of your microblogging. Okay? So, here's what we're doing. When we go in and we make a video, now we want to draw people from, in essence, if you put a YouTube video in there, now we're going to draw traffic from YouTube and Google Plus and Google to us. Okay? Because the two are owned by the same, they're linked to the same, and what happens is we're just diverting the traffic that's coming on there to us. So that's the free traffic, the free viral traffic that we're getting, and we're forcing them to come and watch it on us, on our site. And of course your site is all kinds of call to actions all over it, especially with this new Get Money template. Everywhere on the Get Money template, okay, when you look at your blog post, okay, let me just grab a blog up here. Okay, so I'm just going to click on one of these. So when they go to your blog post, there is a call to action here. There's a call to action here. Again, your video, my video, when they click on this and go to my YouTube channel, I have a call to action in the actual description. Okay, so the call to action's there. Call to action down here, call to action at the bottom, call to action everywhere. Okay? Everywhere they go is a call to action. So we're drawing all this traffic from social media, Facebook, from Twitter, because when we go in and we syndicate, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a second, okay, that's what's drawing all this free traffic to us. We've got thousands and thousands of people that you're going to put this in front of, okay? So now we've got this post that's up here right now. One other thing that I do, and I highly recommend that you all do this as well, okay, I have made myself a custom image that I have at the end of every single one of my posts, okay? And I'm going to just put that in here. I'm going to show you what it is right now. Okay? See, I've designed a custom image for myself, and I just made this in Paint. Okay? It just doesn't take anything fancy to do that. I don't know if I bring up Paint here. I don't know if you guys will see it. Let me just see if I can bring Paint up. Okay, are you guys seeing this on the screen? Or do I have to? I might have to share that. Let me just go back in. You're not seeing it, are you? No. Okay, so let me just. I'm just going to stop here, and then I'm going to go back and reshare the Paint screen, and I'm going to show you just how simple it is to do something like this. Okay. So, what I did, and I'll actually build the image. Okay, I'll just show you how I built this image. Okay. So I created an image like this. I had this done. I went to Fiverr for $5 and I had this built. Okay, and then I just put my picture on there. Then what I did is I went and I found, I searched Empower Network out there, and I found these images. Okay, I found, where do I have them? Actually, do I have them separate here? I thought I did. Well, you know what? I'll just grab this one here and I'll split it up. Okay, so I found this image here. then I took this. Now this is just using paint. This is just how simple everything is, right? So I just went in like this. I don't know, we're just going to do something like this, right? Then I went in and I went to the Empower Network site and I got this picture and I put that there, right? Then I found another little man that was out on the internet, this guy here, right? It's a really big one, so I got to shrink him down. So I go in and I got this guy here, and you know what? There it is, done. See how quick and easy that was? Quick, quick, easy.
Good.
Go and do that, and that's all I did in Paint. I'm no big, you know, fancy designer guy. I just you saw how easy it was to make a little tiny image, and the one you see on my website, right, is just this. That's all I did. I just made that little picture there, and that's what I have on there. That's what you see as my default picture. Okay, that's how simple it is to do something like that. Okay, so let's go back to the website now. So I just showed you how simple it was and how fast. I mean, I did that in what, maybe a minute, right? To do all that. Now here's the image that I created, and again, I did all this with Paint. Okay, so all I did is I went and I found all these things out here. I just changed this. This said join another team down here. I just went and replaced it with Team Consistency on there. That's all I did. And if you guys need this banner, I can give you that. That's not a big deal. Okay, I can give you all of these pictures if you want them all. So I got no problem there. You just let me know and I can give them to you. Okay, so again, I'll go in and I'll anchor this. So I'll go back here and I'll grab my sales page and I'll go back to my blog, and I'm always going to make sure that every picture is anchored. Okay, anchored with a link, and again, add equals, and I'll go work hard. So I know it's coming from this particular post. Okay, and I'm going to select none so that it defaults to just the basic place here, because sometimes if you go left or right, it may just kind of screw up whatever the pictures that are in there. Okay, and that's how simple it is for just putting a post together. Now, I have, again, like I told you, I have my own blog keywords. Okay, so I've got my standard keywords that I use. Okay, and I put them on every single post. They're all in the tags. I put them in the tags. Okay, I add them there. And then I go down to the SEO theme settings, okay, and I put in here, I'll put those keywords in there as well, okay, because I want to make sure that the spiders are going to index me every possible way I can, okay. So keywords will go in here, and this is for the spiders, and then the tags are in here for people that are hashtagging, okay. Now again, custom document title. I'm going to go up, I'm going to grab the same title I've got here, and I'm going to go down, and I'm going to put that in here. And then normally what I do is I'll go up and I'll grab, you know, the first couple of lines of my post, and I put that in for my meta description, okay? You want to make sure, though, that those, and I always make sure that the first lines have something to do with my title, like they have keywords in the title. So the biggest keyword is success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to add success, okay, to my keyword. And I'm going to go up here and I'm going to add success to my tag. Okay, everybody got that so far?
Yes, good.
Any questions? Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, and this is real important because this shows up on your posts, okay? We have this select feature image. This is what I was talking about, okay? Now, the important part is if you leave it at show feature image here, what happens is when you do your post, it puts that big giant picture at the very top, okay? To eliminate that picture, you click on hide feature image, okay? So that it just shows your blog post. And then what I do is I go into set feature image, and I go in and I select one of those pictures. Now, I didn't add that picture in, so I have to go back to my post. Hang on. I got to go back to my post, and I've got to actually save that image. And I don't think I saved that anywhere because I copied that from another post I did. Okay, so I'll just do what I use to create images. So again, I got this tool here. I can give you that for free too. You can get lots of free stuff from me here. We'll just put that in there. Okay, so now I've got my picture. I'm going to go down to select the select feature. I'm going to upload the image. There it is. As you can see, this is a new blog. I've only done, this is I think my second post on this blog. I'm running 2 blogs with Empower now. So I do 2 blog posts and 2 video posts a day just with my blogs. So if I can do 2 posts a day, everybody can do at least 1. Okay, so now this is important to have this here too, because this is what's going to show up on Facebook. And it's real important. I wish all the other ones did that. I know Pinterest takes it kind of like this as well, and LinkedIn does. The only one that doesn't is Twitter, and maybe eventually at some point in time they might do that. But Twitter is something I do different, and I'll show you how I do that when we syndicate, because I'm going to go through the syndication as well. Okay, so this is ready to go right now. So I'm going to make sure I save my draft, because I want to make sure everything is looking good. Okay, and now I'm ready to publish it. So I'm going to publish it now. So now, here we have, it's taken me 20 minutes to do a complete post.
Wow.
Okay, 20 minutes. And everything is in place, including my SEO and everything that's in here. Now we're ready to go out and syndicate it. Okay, so 20 minutes so far. Not even, I think it's 18 minutes. Okay, that we've done that. I should have started a timer before. So now my blog post is loading up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to syndicate it. I don't know what happened to my Facebook. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here's Facebook. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to syndicate it to Facebook. Now, what you want to do here, and Michael Martin and John Oakes were talking about this yesterday, you want to make your post a little bit different. So what I always do is I'll write something a little bit extra on here. So I'll go, are you finding your as you hope? Okay, and then what I also do on a lot of my posts is I'll go,
Pause.
okay, what did I just do here? What I've just done now is I'm sharing a valued post with them. I'm hitting a nerve about, if they're not finding the success, maybe, they need to figure out what it is that's doing it. And then I'm telling them to engage. I'm saying engage with me by like, share, and comment. Okay? And there isn't a post that I don't do that doesn't get a like and a share and a comment. Well, a like for sure. Share, and I usually always get comments. Okay? And every time somebody does that, does anybody know what happens whenever somebody comments on your stuff? or likes your stuff or shares your stuff, anybody tell me what happens?
Don't have a clue.
All the people that are connected to you on Facebook that do this, all the people connected to them are also notified that they did this. So if they come on and do a share, all the people that are connected to them will be notified. This is the viral effect that happens in social media. That's why it's so important. People are sheeple. I always say that, okay? Because everywhere you go, people need to be told what to do. It's funny. You know, when you go to a sporting event and watch a football game or baseball game or hockey game or whatever it is, nobody cheers until they see it on the big board. They have to be told to cheer, right? So everything, people are always waiting to be commanded to do something. So this is where you become an authority, where you start coming out and you start telling people what they need to do. And this starts to build the viral effect, which gets more engagement to you, which ultimately gets you more leads and sales. Okay? Now this is just Facebook that we just did this on. So now what I do is I copy this. Okay? So I'm posting that to Facebook. And then, because I don't have LinkedIn hooked up here, I'm going to go to LinkedIn and I'm going to manually post that in there, and then I'm going to add, whoops, I'm going to add my link to my post. And again, I'm telling everybody, engage with me. Okay, see, there it's come up with my picture. You see, just like I showed you in the blog there. So they all know what's going on. And now I just shared that in there. Okay, now I go back to my blog. And now I'm going to go to Google. And this is cool on Google. Okay, see, now it's picked up a picture automatically. Google does that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just take the link out here because it showed the link. I'm going to share the same thing on here, and I've got all my contacts selected, and it's going off to them. Now the cool thing about Google is now I'm getting double engagement, okay? Because I've already drawn people to my blog from Google. Now I'm going back and I'm reposting it on Google, and I'm also drawing people from my YouTube to there. Now they're going to come in, they're going to engage, they're going to watch my YouTube video, possibly click on my YouTube video, and actually engage and connect with me on my channel. Okay? I have people doing that all the time off my videos. So now you start building more engagement, because now this is one blog post can do all of this. Okay? Now we go to Pinterest, same thing. Right here, it draws up off your page. Now I could use this one or this one. I'm going to do this one. Okay? And again, the same thing. I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to copy what I've already got copied here. I'm going to paste it in. Okay? Oops, what did I? Okay, and I'll go in and I'm going to put this in marketing and mindset. So I have different pins that I attach things to in Pinterest. Okay, and then Twitter. Now, because of the way Twitter is working, okay, what I do is, because when I make this post, it actually doesn't do a picture post. Okay, so I actually go to Twitter. And I'll copy that, I'll post it in there, and then I'll add the picture. Okay? So I'll go into my my pictures, I'll find that one down here, and I'll just add that. Okay? So now they get the same effect. It's got my link in there, it's got the title and everything, and now it's got the picture to go with it. People are visual, okay? And audio visual, more so. But here with Twitter, at least, we can post a picture in there. I'm not sure why that happened. And then the picture will show up, hopefully. There it is. Okay, so now they have the picture. They have the link. When they click the link, they're going to go to my blog post. On my blog post, normally I'll have a video there. This one I don't have a video. Okay, normally I have a video there. and I'll be talking about my blog post in that video. Okay, that's why I encourage everybody to do a video and talk about your blog post. Okay, I know a lot of people are not comfortable doing videos, but you know, it's going to create you a lot more sales when you engage that way. First of all, people will see you on video. They will see the passion that you have for your business in your eyes. And whatever you do, have passion. Don't be slouched. Don't be anything like that, because your body language will tell them what you feel about your business. Okay? So be nice and perked up and everything is that you can be when you're doing that. So hopefully sharing this with you guys has maybe given you a little bit of an idea of what you need to do in your blog posts. I mean, you know, you want to be really strong in your presence, and when you're talking to people, be strong. Let them look in your eyes. Let them see the passion coming off your voice. Let them see your posture, so you know that you're confident, okay, in everything that you're doing, and be that way in your videos. Okay, does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Any questions on what I covered? And did I miss anything?
You did a great job, Carl. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. You did an absolutely marvelous job, man. I really appreciate you doing this. You mentioned a website where you went and made, what was it, paint.com?
Oh, no, it's actually part of, if you have a Mac, I'm not sure what it is on a Mac, but on a PC, it's just Microsoft Paint, okay?
Oh.
So that you'll find that in your accessories folder. In there. Now, again, on Macs, I'm not sure what it's called. I think it might be called something different. I don't know. Anybody out there using Macs? Rob, are you using a Mac? It's not around. Okay.
No, I don't use a Mac, Carl.
You don't? Okay. Yeah. See, I know it's different on Macs. It's got a different name for it. I can't remember what it is. Maybe it is Paint. I'm not sure. But it's all the same thing. Okay. It all comes. It's a free thing that comes with it. You can find all kinds of free editors out there that you can find, but Paint is what just comes with Microsoft Windows, right?
Yeah, I think I remember seeing it now.
Yeah, it's in your accessories folder.
Yeah. The other piece, you had, what was it, Fiverr to do a custom banner for you?
Yeah, you can go to Fiverr for $5. Someone will create a banner. Like, you just tell them, you know what? You just say, I need a header banner for my page, okay? And, you know, you could give them whatever diameters you want. You know, like, for instance, mine, I don't even know what mine is, but you can actually change the size anyways of the banners. But let me just see if I got a size of what my banner is. I don't even know if there's a specific size I'm using.
So you obviously give them the images, or do they select?
They can actually make one for you. You just tell them what you want on it, and a lot of them will make them for you. I'm just trying to find out. Hang on, I gotta get the right folder open here.
Okay.
I'll see if I've got a standard size. I don't know if it's a standard size or not. No, that's too small. I don't know. I'm going to open up Paint and see if this one is okay. Paste from, let me, where the heck?
I think they're something like 300 by 1,000, aren't they, Carl?
They can be. I mean, like, if you're going to do something like this, you don't want it quite that big.
Yeah.
So, you know, mine are somewhere around 7 something, I think.
Okay.
Let me just find my banner here, my header. Is this the one? See, this one's 954 by 242. This one's a little bit smaller. Okay, see, this is a smaller one. And this one here was, now, this one here, oops. It didn't. I gotta add it. Okay, so let me just get the other one in here. Okay, this one here is 940. So this might be the one you want to have. Something about 940 by 250 or something like that. Okay, And you know, a lot of times they're going to buy, or they're going to not buy. They're going to select a different kind of image. Like they may ask you what you want in the background. You know, they're going to ask you, do you want a you know, a picture background, or do you want a blank background, or you know, I've got lots of them that I've had made for me. I'll show you another one that I had made. It's my old Empower one from a couple of years ago. I think I still have it. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. Okay, this is, oh, that's a small one. I'm going to find a bigger one. And I really actually like this one, but I haven't found a way to actually use it. Oh, you know what? I may not have a bigger one of that. Well, this is the one that I had custom made for me. I turned it into a banner, but you can see how that, you know, custom done. Let me see if I can just blow it up a little bit. It might just.
Hey, Carl,
I had that done. They had money there and Empower and all that kind of stuff, right?
We don't see what you see, Carl.
Well, shoot.
yeah, we just see your face.
I have to yeah, thanks.
I mean, you have a nice looking mug, but you're doing the presentation here.
Yeah, I forgot I have to. That's the problem with Hangouts. I gotta keep sharing the screen. Okay, so let me just show. Okay, you can see it now, right?
It's a blank.
There.
Is it up now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, well.
Okay, so let me just get rid of some of the stuff I just put up. So this is the one size banner. This is like 942 by 242 or something like that. Yeah. And then this is the other one. This is the other one I had custom made for me. This one here, right?
Oh, those are nice, man.
Yeah, you know, I like this one here because it's got, you know, what does it say there? It says think, feel, become empowered, and it's over top of money right there, and it's got Empower Network across there, and you know, you can give them stuff like this. Like I can give you these kind of templates, and you can say, look, I'd like to have something like this, you know, but say this instead of this or whatever, right? They're really good, these guys that are on there, and you'll get good quality banners that they'll make you. Okay, they'll make it in a banner, but you got to make sure you tell them that this is like a header you need, and roughly 942 by 242 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man.
So that's basically what you've got to do there, and you know, once you have that, then you know I can give you a little bit more images if you want these kind of things here. Maybe I'll just put some kind of download thing that has all the images in it or something. You guys can just take it, right?
Yeah. Well,
this is what I do. Like I'm always changing up my stuff because I'm always constantly thinking ahead. And eventually you'll start doing the same thing because you want to be thinking ahead all the time, right? You want to be like one step ahead of everybody else as best you possibly can out there. And you know, when it comes to my posts, inspiration for posts, this is what I do every day. Okay, I'm listening to an Inner Circle audio. I do that all the time. Okay, but I also go on and I watch some YouTube videos. Like I may go on and watch something by Tony Robbins or Eric Worre or Anthony or Mike Dillard or something like that, and you get those kind of inspirations from these guys. Okay, like Mike Dillard was probably my first mentor that was out there. I met Mike when he just started magnetic sponsoring. I don't know if you've ever heard of that or know Mike's story. But Mike wrote that he was a waiter, and you know, put together magnetic sponsoring. That blossomed into a multi-million-dollar business, and now he's, you know, part of the, I think it's the Leverage Group or something he's called now, and you know, this is a guy who's making $2 to $3 million a year, right, on the internet. Yeah. And anybody can do that. You know, don't think that you can't do it. Anybody can get there. You know. Did Alex Zubrev ever think he'd be a millionaire in 4 years? Probably not. Michael Martin, do you think he would have made $500,000 in 3 years? He probably didn't think that would happen that quick, but it did. And now, the way Mike's going right now, it wouldn't surprise me if he makes $1 million just this year alone. Yeah. Right? Same thing with Alex. Okay? I mean, I don't know if any of you guys were on, I know, Paul, you missed it, but we're on the webcast. Were you on it?
Last night, you mean?
No. I'm talking about the Generation Hero.
Oh, no.
Right?
I'm still waiting for the recording on that one.
You're still waiting for the recordings. Okay. Yeah, that's right. You worked that weekend. But, I'm not sure, Dr. Herman, were you there? Were you on the webcast?
No, I wasn't either.
You missed it? Oh, man, I'm telling you. You want to know, I've spent probably $70,000 or $80,000 on training that has been absolutely worthless.
Hmm.
Okay? And it's sad, but what happens is you get people who put together a lot of training information that is either outdated or they just picked off the internet, put it together, thinking it was a great training. It's never been tested by themselves. And that happens. There's a lot of guys doing that, right? And then I joined Empower Network because I've been in this industry 36 years. And I've made money, but I haven't made, the money I should be making. Let's just say for the amount of time I've been in it. I've made the majority of my money in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay? And I have to tell you, it's all because of the training I got from Empower Network. I was with them for 2 years. I did pretty good. I was pretty happy with what I did with them. But they had a situation where they tried to go a different route and do things, and it completely blew up on them. And unfortunately, and I'm going to admit this, I was one of these guys that didn't stick around to see it through. And I regret that every day because I never did that. And guys like Alex Zubrev, and I've known Alex for about 8 years now, and he stuck it out. He never quit. He never lost his vision. He never did anything, and just stuck it out. Same thing with Michael Martin. Michael Martin came in about a year before that happened, right? And he stuck it out. Me, I bailed on them, and I feel bad about it. Okay, because I should have known better to stick with this company, knowing that, David Wood has an amazing vision. Okay, I mean, this is a guy who just, half the time I call him subhuman. He's just, I don't see him because he thinks so differently. His vision is so crystal clear. It's just that you wish you could see what this guy sees, right? And then he's put this together. He's come back and made this company, in my opinion, 100 times better it was than when I left. Okay, I'm excited about this year, you guys. After what I saw at Generation Hero this last weekend, I'm telling you, nobody on this panel or anybody who listens to this, there is absolutely no way that you should not make $50,000 to $100,000 this year, easily or more. Okay, I'm telling you, with what's coming, and he didn't even talk about Titan this weekend, which really got us all. It's like, can't you tell us about Titan, right? And he didn't even talk about it, right? So I've heard rumors of what's coming on in there, and I'm really excited about what I've heard. I just won't say anything because, again, it's rumors, so I'm not going to say anything, right? But if it's even close to what I've heard, oh man, I'm telling you, this is going to be the #1 company in 2016, and he's going to rebirth this thing to a Goliath. So, but anyways, I know we kind of got off topic here and stuff like that. I hope that I covered everything here. So you've seen that. If we need pictures, just let me know. I'll get that out. I'll maybe put a download link someplace up where you guys can go and download it or something. Put them all together in a little file or something.
Yeah, hey, Carl, I wanted to ask you something too about the Google keyword tool search. Do they still have that?
Yeah, it's not called Google keyword tool, but if you type that in, it'll reroute you to what it is. It's something different in there. But here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? Because algorithms change so frequently with them that, unless you are an expert at SEO, it's going to be a complete waste of your time to even go and try and find keywords to do that. You will spend way too much time doing that, and it won't be income producing for you. Okay? Here's the thing that you think about. These are the keywords that you need to use. Okay? Just off the top of my head. Okay? Klaatu, blog, blogging, success, iPass, David Wood, Chris Jones, iPass 2, Empower Network, Empower Network. Okay? Your name, always your name, always. Okay? And the name of your domain. Okay? Without the .com. Okay. So if you call it, work with, Paul, or work with Dr. Herman, that's what you put in there. Okay? Always make sure that you have that in your keywords. And just write those keywords out. I can give you the keywords if you want them. I use the same keywords every time, and I'm telling you, I'm really starting to see serious traffic coming in now, unique hits and everything coming in, because, again, I'm consistent every day. Every single day I'm doing these posts, and now I've doubled up now. I do 2 posts a day, one on separate blogs.
Yeah.
Now, should you do more than 1 blog post a day? Yeah, you should. Is 1 sufficient? Yeah, it is. But it all depends on how fast you want to rank, okay? Again, nothing is, I'm gonna say this right now, nothing is easy when it comes to business, but if you're consistent every single day, you'll drive the business to you, okay? You can't just think that there's an easy button for everything. Too many people online come around thinking that. There's so much, I'm going to call it deviance on the internet today, where people will say anything to get you to join anything, okay? Guaranteed sign-ups, you don't have to do anything. It's all bogus.
Make
all bogus. Okay? Look, I could say if I was right at the very beginning of a brand new company, I could put a little rotator together and put people in there and guarantee them signups, and that would last about 2 weeks. After that, it's done. Okay? Because it is. Because what happens is most companies run like a matrix or of some kind. So once you get beyond 4 levels in any matrix, it's game over. You can't guarantee nothing anymore. I've seen people come back to me and say, I got into this program where they guaranteed me signups, and I've been in this thing for 3 months, and they said I get my signups in 30 days, and I haven't even got a sign up yet. Well, I know. And probably for another 18 months you won't get one. Because the damn company is too big. You can't. You see? And this is the thing that people get suckered into, and I feel bad for some of them out there, because they get suckered into some of this stuff. I don't want to put down any companies that are out there, because that's not what I'm about. I'm just talking about different things that people say or strategies they use that I don't think are really ethical. Mm-hmm. Okay? If I can't deliver myself, I won't go and say anything that I can't deliver. If I know I can't deliver any guaranteed signups, I'm never going to tell anybody that. None of you in my team that are on here have heard me say that to you. I don't guarantee anything. Just like Empower Network doesn't guarantee your success. They can't. It's impossible for them to do that. Because they don't know what anybody's work ethic is. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to go and throw $5,000 on a product, but then if you just sit back and go, what? No signups yet? What the heck? Right? That's what happens. It's unfortunate, but that's what happens, And the one thing that I have to say is about this company is that, what? They put their money where their mouth is every time. Like, I don't know if Dr. Herman, if you own all the products or not. Those of you that have bought some of the products and stuff like that, you have to be honest that they're delivering on their product. Okay, I own all the products, and every product I've gone into, they've delivered 100% over and over. Okay, when you get the inner circle, which is the $100 a month for that product. And people tend to say, oh, you know, why do they charge so much for that? You know, let's think about this for a second. If you were to go and get any kind of mindset coaching from anybody, online, offline, anywhere, so you go to some kind of service to get, we won't even talk about Tony Robbins, who charges like $2,500 an hour, okay? Let's talk about some of the average motivational people, or I don't want to, hypnotherapists, whatever it is out there. You know, the average that these guys that make a living with, what do they charge an hour? Okay, they're doctors in most cases, okay? Or they're high-end professionals. Now, you know what I charge an hour if someone wants to take me away from my business? $250 an hour I charge. That's just it. And someone will say, oh, you charge way too much. I says, well, I have to make my time worth my money.
Yeah.
You're taking me away from my business, you're going to pay the price for doing that. Right? That's how I work. So you go to a hypnotherapist, or you go to any kind of therapist, go to a doctor, go to a back doctor, go to anybody. If you don't have health insurance, you're paying $100, $200, $300 for that visit. Okay? So, and that's just one visit. You can pay $100 a month and go in as many times as you want and get all the mindset and personal development you want from this company. And then you go in there and you listen to those things, and then you write about them on your blog, and you share that, and you draw people to you because they're looking at you as an authority again. See, we go back to that authority thing. And they're going, you know what you're talking about. I need to get it. And next thing you know, they become a regular reader of all your stuff. You know, I have about 17, 18 people off of a solo ad list called Hercules that people actually watch my stuff every day, because I take my blog post and I post it every day in Hercules. That's just one of the places I post it. Every day I post it in there. And I missed 3 days, and I had 3 people actually phone me on Skype and said, what's going on? Are you okay? I didn't get any of your blog posts. This is from a list. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah. I got followers from a list. Okay? So this is the stuff that happens, guys. And you know, when you are starting to be consistent, people are going to start looking, and they're going to get avid readers. And then the moment you say, you got it, you know what? You got to be blogging. You got to be. And next thing you know, whoosh, out comes the credit card, and boom, baby, you got a sale. You see? It's David Wood was he's probably one of the smartest guys to actually capitalize on the blogging industry. You know, right from when it was just getting started. Like, blogging's been around for probably about 10 years. Okay, but no one really took blogging serious until Empower Network came out and started doing the blog thing, right? And he just kind of started. Next thing you know, there's all kinds of other companies going out after blogging and stuff like that. And it's like nuts, man. I can't believe it. And now, you know, we have the new Uniline system, which pays like way better than the old system. And now he's just made it better that, you know, refer 3 and it's free.
Yeah.
You know, that just makes things even more insane, okay? And we've got such a great product that is a hell of a savings for people.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get access. You know, again, let's talk about the $100 product. A month. You get 3 people that are on that every month. You're not paying for that anymore. It's like going to therapy for free. You know?
Is that for every month that they keep it?
For every month, yeah. So this is how it works. If you have 3 people that buy the Kalatu blog, the $25, and they stay on the blog, they have to stay on the blog, okay? And they're paying that every month. For every 3 that you have paying that, like for the 3 people that you have paying that every single month, you will not have to pay for your blog. Okay? Now, if they upgraded to Clad 2 and did Clad 2 every month, and you've got Clad 2, you won't have to pay for Clad 2 or the blood. That's $100 savings right there.
Yeah.
If they upgrade to Inner Circle, as long as they're paying every month, 3 people are paying every month, you will not have to pay for that. I don't know about you. I'm up here in Canada, so we got a crappy dollar up here. But it's like $130 to your $100. So my monthly costs I think are $284 versus $197, right? So I'm paying almost $300 a month. So to me, baby, I want everybody at Elite, everybody. So I don't have to pay for that. I could use that $300 to go and buy some really good traffic.
Yeah.
And scale my business 100 times faster. You see, and we've got probably the best funnel system I've seen in years, and this thing's going to start converting at a very, very high level. Right now, I mean, they did some testing on it. I think it was 62%. It was converting at on their split testing. So I might be wrong on those numbers, but I think it's up there somewhere around there. But they were talking about 1 in 10 of the people that actually come into this business go all in, right? And that's like insane, right? I mean, that's like crazy numbers. And if it starts converting like this, you might see 1 in 5 start doing that. And imagine that kind of money. You get up and you start hitting gold every month. Now you're getting paid on everything, right? Up to silver boss maker, you get paid on everything from your downline down, right? You hit gold, now you hit the mother lode, right? That's why they call it gold.
Yeah.
You hit the mother lode at that point, right? Gold, platinum, diamond, right?
All right, Colin.
Yep.
It looks like you did record this, right?
Yep, it's recorded.
Okay, so it would be available later on, because there were some syndications that you were doing, I think particularly on Facebook. I didn't see what you were doing.
Oh, yeah, okay. Did everybody else see that, or was I not sharing properly?
No, I think, yeah, we were missing the 2 there, Carl.
Yeah. So,
I don't know if the recording picked that up, though. I guess we're going to have to see.
well, yeah.
Because I was flipping back and forth. I probably should never have done that.
Yeah, because if
That's
we
okay.
did,
You know what? If I got to do it again, I'll do it again. That's not a big deal. I can do that.
Okay.
The syndication part is pretty easy. Actually, you know what? Let me do it right now. Okay? I'll go and do a resyndication. That way we have it. Okay?
All right.